How's it going, guys? Back with another stream today. So I've been streaming the black-white version of this list extensively ever since Skyclave Apparition kind of came out. I'm gonna do a quick little deck check here, where um, oh gosh, I don't even know where it is. Here we go. So so this was the list that I've been kind of jamming um, for the past couple weeks now. Essentially, this is like a black white shell um, with it's just like black white splashing Tarmogoyf. I think I got the inspiration from that Orzhov Stoneblade list that won the challenge. Um, and Skyclave Apparition was nice. It's nice having another versatile removal spell that can exile like Jace, Red and Six, even exile like Seasoned Pyromancer was something happened on stream. Just so they don't get the tokens. Um, but overall, like I kind of want to compare curves here. I think the biggest issue with this black white base, I'm gonna zoom in for the people who are like watching on their phones and stuff. Um, the issue that you can see is if you compare the black green version, is it's a little bit more heavy on the three drops, only by a couple slots. Um, because you're trying to force more three drops into the deck that you have to cast. Because like these equipment naturally, more often than not, you're just flashing them with Stoneforge Mystic, so these kind of actually don't contribute to the curve. But Skyclave Apparition does. Um, and it kind of has that same issue with like Layering Souls in the deck, where it's just 3 mana, which is kind of a lot. And the biggest issue with that, with a bigger sample size, is you'll have a lot of games where you'll have a Liliana and you want a plus, but you have all these equipment, Skyclave apparitions, and nothing on the board, and it's like, what do you? And you're just I've noticed over like I think I've played like closer to 10 leagues now. You're discarding more action. And then in contrast to the list that I'm going to be playing again today, do you see how that three drop number is just completely different now? Um, it goes 12, 10, 10 from 1, 2, 3, and then from here it goes 12, 13, 8. So you're a lot heavy on the two drops, which makes sense because you're cutting Skyclave apparitions for scavenging use, and you're swapping the hex triggers for the spell bombs. And you might say like that's not that big of a change, but it really is, because when you're playing against like these big mana combo decks, or like these Uro piles, um, we're the aggro deck in the matchup, right? So having losing the one drop threat in Hex Drinker and the two drop threat in Scavenging Ooze, and in place having a spell bomb doesn't really attack, and then Selective Apparition, which is kind of a removal spell, not really an aggro body. Losing those 4 slots really decreases the clock that you can provide in most games. Um, so like in comparison, you have 10 two drops here, while in the black white version you only have 8. Um, there's a lot of draws where you go like, oh yeah, I have Thoughtseize, removal spell, Liliana, but I just need that 2 drop to kind of get that clock going, and it's less consistent having a threat when you don't have it. So the argument that you can make if you really want to improve this list, in my opinion, is you could probably cut the spell bombs for another 2 drop. So in this case, you can have a Grimflare or a Tideholder Sculler. I think the Orzhov Stoneblade lists have been running Tideholder Scullers, um, which is fine. It's just one of those things where that's again not that really efficient of a clock. I think the downside of playing Orzhov Stoneblade is you don't have that nice Tarmogoyf body. You have like Stoneforge Mystics, Hallowed Sculler, Skyclave Apparitions. Like they're all like 2 power at the highest. So you're kind of relying on the equipment to really get that attack through. Um, so maybe that's how you can kind of fix this list essentially. But then if you don't have the main deck spell bombs, you kind of don't have um, that recurable value, that main deck yard hate that's really really valuable right now with like Uros. Like so if you don't have any spell main deck spell bombs, like you just lose to Uro. Um, You probably just lose the Uro anyway, but I'd rather have that kind of main deck yard hate in Scavenging Ooze. That also gains life in a pinch against like the red black power stacks and just against just mid range mirrors, right? Like Scavenging Ooze just can take over mid range mirrors. Um, so that being said, I played a league yesterday off stream. I went 4-1, and Hex Drinker and Scavenging Ooze both won me multiple games, in which it's just kind of awkward too because like with the Skyclave apparition list, you're just a lot more reactive, and like I said, like you want more cards that kind of make you into that aggro role. Um, like I said, Skyclave is very very good, but so is Scavenging Ooze, and that's kind of the crossroads you're at when you're building this Abzan deck. Is do you want to go white heavy for Skyclave apparition or green for Scavenging Ooze? And I argue you can't do both. Like I feel like Jund was in that spot like a few months ago where you're like, I want to jam Scavenging Ooze and Croxa and Season Pyromancer, and you can't do both. Obviously, you're gonna be more black base. You have discard, fatal push, your black base removal like Assassin's Trophy or Rope Decay, Liliana. Um, so you really have to pick what you want your splash color to be. Um, and when I built my black green based, you're going black green. Like I know Oliver Moon in the BG Rock Facebook group has been very rocking the black green Luris build, and that's kind of where I got my inspiration for this list a long, long time when I first started streaming this deck months ago. Um, so it's one of those things where you have a black green base, and I'm just splashing white for Stoneforge Mystic. And I think it's very powerful. I think Stoneforge Mystic is definitely worth the white splash. In contrast, when you look at the black white base, you're a black white base, which again is decently strong. Like again, Skyclave Apparition is very good, but you're splashing green for Tarmogoyf, and is Tarmogoyf really worth the color splash? And that's something that you really have to ask yourself because you can't splash for Scavenging. You just can't. That's not something you can splash. You really have to commit to Scavenging as well as green sources. Um, and I could argue a lot. You can make the argument that Tarmogoyf just isn't worth it. Obviously, you're a little more resilient to Bolt, um, but at the same time, it's just a 2 mana vanilla beater. Like is at this point is it just better to just go black white? And I'm leaning towards yes. I feel like I mean I think the results also show it too because like I went 5 with my first league with this build and then like just literally went 2-3 every league. In contrast to black green base slashing for Stoneforge Mystic, I think I had like a 67-68% win rate. Like I went 3-2 and 4 on almost every league except for like two. Um, and I played like 15, over 15 leagues with that version. So like with a bigger sample size, you can kind of see how these lines play out, and like, you'll see little intricacies where like Skyclave Apparition just is kind of awkward in this kind of build with, especially with Liliana, because again like you'll plus Liliana and you have all this gas in hand, and you're like crap, like I don't really know if I want to plus action, and then you don't really want to pitch lands because you're a little clunkier. So then because you want to go like Skyclave Apparition plus another removal spell or something, right? So this build has legs. I mean, the shell of like Stoneforge Mystic, Luris, discard Liliana is powerful, and you'll win games. But I think over bigger sample size, maybe it's just a playstyle thing. Um, I just like being more lower to ground with these Hex Trinkers. Being able to recur Hex Trinkers is very nice with Luris. I swapped Hex Trinkers with Spellbounds in the other version, but it it's still not like you're not aggro, right? Like this spell you're trying to grind, and you're not gonna be able to outgrind like those burrow piles. You know what I mean? Um, so I think this version, again with the bigger sample size, just felt a lot better. Again, maybe it is more of a playstyle thing. Maybe I like being more lower to the ground because I think for those who have been paying attention to Abzan as an archetype, like Abzan Traverse was a deck that I played a lot, and I think at one point my win rate with that deck was like 80%. Um, so more lower to the ground, less clunky. You're not hard casting Learning Souls. You're milling it with Grimflare or Liliana, and then you're casting it for 2 mana. That kind of build, and this is kind of the same kind of build where you're topping out at Luris and Liliana. And if you notice, there's 22 lands here versus in this build, you really have to go 23 to cast essentially these 8 3-drops really. So I mean that's my spiel. We'll see how today goes. I mean, again, yesterday I played the league off stream and I went 4-1. The deck just felt better, just less clunkier because like with Hextreaker and Scavengers, you're with the lower curve, you're more likely to just play your threats out. Like Scavenging, you can just play out. Like you don't need to hold. You don't need to wait for something to exile like the Skyclave Aberration, and then you can just start Liliana plussing. Like it's not like I've had so many awkward Liliana pluses with that white version, just because with all the equipment and just the reactive 3 drops, right? Versus this is kind of more you just play it throughout and you plus Liliana. It's a little bit more. It's just subtly just more synergistic. So yeah. So from here, I think I'm gonna actually like. So I was kind of like thinking about it. Like Gaddock Teague is actually just not pulling weight anymore. Um, I think it's one of those things where it's just like it doesn't really stop anything. There's no Tron. Belcher's running like those creatures that it doesn't stop. Like if you hold up Yard Hate plus Teague, like you're winning versus Belcher, but like I can see cutting Gaddock Teague um, for something like Ashiok. And Gaddock Teague also kind of desynergized with the Digital Explosives because like I boarded in Teague versus like Collected Company decks like Devoted Devastation and I just non-bows with Engineer Explosives. Um, I mean, if you're stopping like Postmortem Lunge, Collected Company, Core Calling, like I can see that being a thing. But even against like these Europals, like you're not really stopping much. You're stopping Hour, you're stopping Big Teferi, you're stopping Jace, but that's like 4 cards if you look at like the update list. So I boarded in, but it's like, is it better than an Ashiok at that point? Which is hard to say. I might just run this back and just give Teague one more go. But I literally haven't been boarding in Teague at all, or it's just been kind of underwhelming. So I can see just maybe a third Ashiok, which is something I'll probably just try this league. So let me update the stream decker. And then go from there. For people who are watching on YouTube, that was a pretty long deck, but I think I just wanted to get all those thoughts out there. Because I want to kind of be very transparent with the thought process of kind of what I'm like my thoughts on building the deck and tuning the deck because I've been putting a lot of work and I feel like it's like I only know a few people who are kind of playing this type of list, so put the deck list here. And then let's run league. I'm gonna be right back. So yeah, let's get started here. Just want to make sure I have the right list. 3 Ashiok. Because it's one of those things where like you kind of want to draw Ashiok essentially every game, really. I've talked to this with Martin Devlin in the Abzan group, who I've been kind of bouncing ideas off of this list. He's a devoted Abzan player too. I wish he made content. If you're watching this, Martin, please, I'd like to see you play the deck as well. But it's one of those things where like he's a huge advocate on 3 Ashiok. And it's true because it's like shutting off their fetches, shutting off Mystic Sanctuary, shutting off Uro, shutting off Hour Promise is a big one. It makes sense. So Guy Fieri Ball. It's kind of a funny name. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. Just nice hand. Oh, kept 7 as well. Okay. Oh, spirits, huh? Alright, so good luck, have fun. Thank you, too. So I guess we're going to see how much damage we take off for land too. We're probably going to take a shit ton. Because we're going to bobble ourselves here. Ain't Sun's Mad Fan, I am on next shells. I'm not that big of a name, don't worry, buddy. Instead of sorcerers, these baubles are alive. So I'm probably going to bauble our opponent and then bauble ourselves. And if we like the top card of our library, we're going to either fetch it or away or keep it. Assassin's Trophy. I'll keep that. It's removal. Nice. Okay, that's fine. Essentially, I just fatal pushed Launder, which is fine. Tapped. Untapped. Oh, what do they have? I think I'm gonna like just fetch basic forest here, just to conserve our life a little bit. Probably just have chains. I haven't played against Band Spirits in a while. It could be blue-white. If it's blue-white, this matchup's a lot better. The green splash for Collected Company is pretty rough. And they have the green splash, that's for sure. That was a nice draw. Because now we get all the information here. They could Spell Queller, which is also fine. Because we can just trophy this Spell Queller, take this Captain, if or I guess it depends on what they have, but yep. So I'm gonna actually trophy this now. Just because I do want to get that Captain out of the hand, and then this grows my negotiator more to a 5/6. They could have planes plus Path to Exile, which would be kind of awkward. You, Captain, Selfless Spirit. So I think I'm just going to take the Captain here. Oh my god. Pat keeps challenging me when I'm streaming. Oh, I didn't play my land, huh? I'm so dumb. God damn it, this is why I can just turn off all the challenges at this point. Oh my goodness. How do I change? That might have cost me the game too. Because I could totally play Sword plus Equip at this point. Should be very annoying. Okay, that's fine. I got a double threat too. That's very annoying. Sure. Dang, this game would have been a lot different because I could have played both Goyfs. Okay. 6-9. So if we draw a land here, we could sword plus equip and just win the game if they attack with the Selfless Spirit. Dang. Could have played another Tarmogoyf and that would have been very good. Because then they just have to block. Yep. Oh, that literally cost me the game. That's frustrating. Because I could have forced this. That he's going to sack block and then we're just dead. That literally cost me the game. Not playing that tap land. I'm going to just block him. He keeps... Sorry if you're watching this. Block. Spam. That's very frustrating. I think Kai's Gathering Souls makes sense. I think Hex Drinkers can come out. Silver. Going to... I think the Scoozes come out. They probably board and rest in peace. Yeah, the Kai's Gods aren't that great just because they just have a bunch of sack fodder probably. Just go like that. On the play. We have all the removal. We have the scry draw too. Engineer explosives. Don't think we can afford that. We have a lot of removal in hand, so we're gonna get the Triome. It'd be like a one drop, like I don't think I care. Just push it. There you go. Hierarch. Interesting. Pretty much shuts off for Liliana, which is kind of annoying, but I could see a argument for pushing this because then they can spell Queller on turn 2, but if they... But it's like, at that point I can just pass a turn and just not play Leyland out. Looks like a spell Queller, to be honest. Or it could be Chains. I'm definitely not playing this Liliana out. Trying to figure if I want to push first. But I think I'm going to play this fetch land. I just hold up Revolt. I don't think we need to hold up 4 mana. Yep. I think I'm just going to push this. So they can't like Captain in response to removal. Also just shortens their clock. They could have Spell Pierce here. Be very interesting. Or negate. That wouldn't be negate. This could also just be Wander, but then I can just pay. Just sack it. Oh, okay, they're just playing the Wander out. That's fair. Which means I should have played this Blooming Marsh first. Probably have to trophy something at the end of my turn, or end of their turn. I could also just trophy there. Trophy is just very awkward. I think I'm not gonna crack this though. The EE that I shuffled away would have been very nice. Wow. Okay. I'm probably gonna trophy this. I guess I could have trophied first just to see if he's going to, or if opponent's going to sack in response. Maybe I should just done that. Saves me 3 points of damage. Because I can see them like not sacking them. So I should have done that in mid-combat. Lingering Souls. Good old Lingering Souls. It's just fetching. So does that mean that they're just flooded because they're just fetching island? It's interesting. I guess we'll see, because if they crack the canopy, that just means that it's a sign of weakness here. Oh, or not. They could just have a threat. A very good threat at that. Yep. Gonna have to just take this, I think. I'm holding up mana too. Thoughtseize here. Sure. think they're kind of just overloading our removal here, which is awkward. Kind of read them on not having anything. So I think we need to like, they're gonna attack. Like we're kind of behind it, so we kind of need to hope they don't have anything, and if they have something, it's fine. Because like we kind of need to like lean on not having anything. I trophy the Phantom, I double block here, and then they attack all out. It walks into a spell caller, but like I if they have anything, I think we're just losing. So. And they have 2 draws to something, but like again, like we're just behind here. So here they're gonna attack with all of these probably. Yeah, so if they have Queller here, we're already kind of just screwed anyway. Them also not cracking the canopy right away is kind of scary. Oh, so let's see, that means they just have nothing, hopefully. Hopefully they don't have a rattle chains here. Cool. We can block here. Because if they have any like kind of protections like creature, they would have definitely done it. They could have just a bunch of paths in hand, which would suck. But then we just have mana to Liliana and flashback Lantern Souls if they do path here. So that play worked out for us. Hopefully they just again just have nothing. They wander, it's fine. I'm reading them having nothing. So it's kind of like, do we want to flashback Lantern Souls or play Liliana? This spell queller is just gonna keep hitting us too. I guess we could Inquisition and then play Souls. And we can crack back with this illusion. Yep, they had nothing. So attack. Flashback with Slingering Souls. Pass the turn. This Hierarch is really screwing our Liliana up, which is unfortunate. Engineer Explosives would be a very good draw here, so we can put on 1 and then Liliana them. Yeah, so I think we're just taking this. Go to 6. Because we want to save our souls to protect this Liliana. They're not playing the land, which is interesting. Term of God. Yeah, so I think here we just crack back. At this point we just have to race, I think. I could see attacking with the Spirit. Maybe I should have just attacked with the Spirit just to get more damage in. I just gotta hope they just draw lands from now on. Which it seems like they are. They would have just played whatever they had in hand. Like if it was a path, they would have pathed the Tarmogoyf. And I think they would have just cast anything. Like if it was a lord, they would just cast it just to get a bunch of damage, I think. If it was like a Selfless Spirit, they would have cast it. I think they would have cast literally every card except for maybe Collected Company. Well, I guess Spell Queller be 1. So I'm going to block here now. Can go to 3. Oh, main phase. Interesting. Gross. Gross, 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 gross. Which is fine, we can still get these 2 attacks in. Doesn't do anything. Like, that Coco doesn't do anything. So we're probably dead unless we draw a path. Luris doesn't do anything. So we'll attack with these 2 and see how they block, and then we'll see if we cast Luris or a little So they probably sack the Wanderer, take 5. Yeah, so we need to play this. Minus them. Probably sack the Wanderer here. Block here, take 5, go to 1. So we just need them to whiff. The Lord kills us. Essentially anything else is fine. Very close game here. Interesting game. They played the Sanctum. Interesting. So we'll see how they attack. If they also have chain, so if they have like any flash creature, we're kind of screwed. So we kind of need a removal spell off the top. It could even be Fatal Push because we can play Lurish, bring back Bobble. See if they attack the Liliana too. So they are attacking me, which is good for us. Doesn't really matter, I think. Just chumping 1. That's unfortunate. Burden Pool. Okay. So we need to attack plus, and then just hope we draw a path or a push at the top. Okay. If they have Queller, GG. They don't have Queller. Maybe they have Selfless Spirit. No, they wouldn't have. Let's see what they discard here. So I think they just have lands. So we literally need to let's just see what's on top of our deck. Please be a removal spell. So we needed our second card off this bauble to be a removal spell. So we draw flats, push or path. Damn it. Damn. That's annoying. I should have won game 1 too. If I didn't get distracted, which is annoying, but what are you gonna do? Very frustrating. That tap land really screwed us over. Because I could have played the other Goyf and then like I'd have 3 lethal attackers at that point, and then they'd have to have another. They couldn't attack with 2 creatures. They could only attack with 1, and then I'm not within lethal for them either. So it's like we would have lost game 2, and then we could have gone to game 3. Very frustrating. Let's just bobble them, and then we can bobble on their upkeep. No fetch land, which just kind of sucks, but Wooded Foothills. Reclaimer Steve Call. Take the Reclaimer here. Gonna crack this bubble at the end of their turn. A good draw would be like a Lurrus or a Liliana. Garden. All of them. So they're gonna have 2 calls. That's absurd. That was a good draw. Because now we Tremor God. And then we can Thoughtseize whatever. And play Scavenging Ooze. Kind of have to just go under them at this point. Yeah, so we're probably going to call it end of turn for a Dryad or something. Path is good for us. So I'm probably going to Thoughtseize a call away. So I'm just going to do that. And play Scavenging Ooze. And this is part of the deck where I mentioned earlier when I first did my deck tech in the stream is like this is like another 2-drop threat that we can just like curve into. So then play the call. Probably get a Dryad is what I would assume. I would assume they get Dryad. That second call is pretty. Oh, Skyclave Apparition. That's a spicy one. It's an interesting take. Because if they Skyclave either one, like, I don't think I care. I can see them Skyclaving the Scavengers, but then we just have a 5/6. And we're just going under them. I think Dryad would have been the correct take here, honestly. And if they exile the Goyf, then we just, then we just grow Scavengers. think I'm gonna cycle this Triumph just to see if we hit an Inquisition and we can Inquisition the Steve away. Maybe we should have played the land out first. I should have played the land out first. That was a punt. Yeah. That was a punt. We could have gotten one more damage there. I'm still going to play this Temple Garden though, just so we can hold up path in case we need to, or we can just grow the scoos. So hopefully that 1 point of life doesn't cost us here. You can also just path this apparition and then just kind of try to get a 2-turn clock. They probably Steve too. Fetching now, which is interesting. Guys, I kind of don't want to path and ramp them up to Titan yet. Sure. So now they have a bunch of chump blockers. Hopefully we just naturally draw Sword and Feast and Famine. That'd be very good here. Sword and Feast and Famine would be the best draw. Okay. I think we're going to path the Reclaimer. I think we just have to. So they're probably going to block with Steve. And sack it. Hopefully we just draw something good here. That's not something good. Oh, interesting. It seems like a weird block, to be honest. Just draw blanks, please. You have like 29, 30 lands in the deck. Just draw blanks. I guess if they want to crack back with this Steve, that makes sense. Ah, the Dryad. That's unfortunate. So they have land, sorcery, instant, artifact. I just want to make sure my Tomor goes to 4 or 5 if I exile this Grazer, so we can attack this Dryad if I draw it. Again, Sword of Feast and Famine would be the best draw here. Not just lands. Unfortunate. Hopefully we can just draw lands. Opponent has 30 lands in their deck. We have 22. Man, they're just drawing action, I guess. Sure. Okay. Make them sack here so we can grow screws again. Sack the other Dryad. We just need to let them whiff one draw step, and then we can. Guess I can play out the land. Just draw a land, please. That's not Valakut. sign of weakness here. Blackstones. Removal spell. Stoneforged Mystic. Oh, we have a protection from white card. If we had a sort of light and shadow in the main deck, we would have won. But this is fine too. Don't think they can combo kill us here. Sort of Feast and Famine. Get a Forest. So even if a top deck Primeval Titan, I think we still win the game. Let's equip the Illusion. Because I think if they end up drawing Path, are going to want to attack with this Illusion. Oh, they drew Titan? No way. Oh, I should have actually equipped the sword onto the Scavenging Ooze, because no, it wouldn't matter, because then they just Ghost Quarter here. Damn, that was so close. So we need to draw another sword. That wins us the game here. Oh, we just lose. Damn, that was so close. Just runner. Man. Shoot. Dang, this if we had a Swordline Channel main deck, we would have we could have stole that game. Do I just go like this? Cut the path. Jim Scoos. Darn. That was so close. Like, do we want these Lingering Souls? Maybe we only want 2 Ashiok. I think we want the souls over the Hex Drinkers. Hex Drinkers are a little too mana intensive here. Maybe Cuddlers. Let's try that. Darn, they just had to top deck the Titan too. Maybe it's time to mind deck this Sword of Light and Shadow over the Sword of Fire and Ice, to be honest. There's a lot of Death and Taxes in the meta. Oh my goodness. Not our day today, huh? Not our day today. I think we got the mulligan this. On the play, I guess we do have interaction. But like, we need to draw runner on the play. I think we should mulligan this. Sounds better. Keep like this. So we have land in the graveyard for Tarmogoyf. This hand can maybe steal if we can go under them. path, call, mind sensor. I don't think we care about the mind sensor. So I think we just take the call here. Stoneforge Mystic. I'm gonna get Fetch Tarmogoyf. I'm gonna cast a Tarmogoyf is what I meant to say. So this is a crossroads where do they want to path my Tarmogoyf? I wish I drew a fetch there, so I can get the fetch in under their even mind sensor. I'm gonna get sorted here. Sure. So I really want an untapped land here, unless they path on our upkeep, but even then that's fine. Yeah, we need an untapped land here if they're not pathing us. I mean, them fetching Apparition last game won in the game, so seems fine. Cool. Probably bounce the forest. Yep. So they're gonna path land. Okay. So I'm gonna attack with just the Tarmogoyf here. See if they force a path. Because I don't want to discard and then they path anyway. This might actually get a couple points in. And I'm probably just going to take the Skyclave Apparition with this discard spell. Yeah, I'll take the Skyclave Apparition. Answers there, my equipment. And they just like time walks them if they don't path, which is great. Just being very patient here. Castle. It's interesting. I think I would have played the forest so you can hold up path plus even mind sensor. Take this. Flash this in. Bobble. Good draw. Goes out going. Oh, another path. Damn. That's a good draw. Damn, we really wanted a land, to be honest. So now we just need to draw another threat. I guess I could have. Where are my scoozes, right? Yeah. So I guess I can just get a forest if I want to go Goyf and trophy. I kind of don't really care about this this path that they're probably gonna draw. I think this trophy is better served holding for something else. Knowing that a second one maybe I should shuffle it away, but I think it's fine. At this point, maybe I should have got Light and Shadow. Darn. Nice top decks. Oh no. We're losing the mid-range match now. Maybe I should have gotten Sword of Light and Shadow. Maybe that was the correct play. So we need to hold these trophies for. Okay. Are they just holding this Mind Sensor? It's interesting. Very patient with that play. I like it. I think I'm gonna have to push this knight now. We're gonna. Probably waiting for that, to be honest. Which we can just push this. At this point, I think we just do take another hit here. Don't think I want to trophy this knight yet. Gotta try Lingering Soul's coming in clutch here. Hopefully your opponent just draws nothing. That's our goal. Again, 30 land deck. Hopefully they don't draw any action, just lands. If they draw field, that sucks, but oh, sure. That's okay. Yep. Cool play. And they just ramp. Cool play. So at this point, I think we just tack over. That's a good draw. I'll just sack the knight. Pull up trophy. Fine. Just whiff. Just whiff. I think if they had Primal Titan, they would just cast it first. So I'm just gonna trophy this. We're gonna have the Liliana plus anyway, so might as well just use the trophies now. Nice. That's plus here. So let's trophy this. Tack. Makes you wonder if... Oh my god. Does Primal Titan do anything here? You just make a bunch of zombies we fly over. They don't have enough mountains. So they could Radiant Fountain. Double Radiant Fountains, like Vusible plus Radiant Fountain. But then we Lily and I just minus them. So they need double field. So they need field plus Radiant Fountain to protect against Liliana. Man, they're drawing Primal Titan like at the perfect time. They were just really funny. They do double Radiant Fountain, we just Liliana minus them. Which is like Radiant Fountain plus Visuba. Yeah, I don't think they had any outs there. Even with Primeval Titan as a draw. Mold a 5 too. Felt pretty good. I think we just keep this on the draw. Hopefully we can curve discard Glowy for Liliana if we draw a Black Source. Well, then we can ball in that. That was very good. We needed to push this ASAP. I guess I could have... No, it cost it. Yeah, I definitely needed to push on the turn. Steve is fine. I think we just have to Inquisition here. Call Mind Sensor. Path. So Mind Sensor kind of shuts off all of our fetches, but do we care? I think we just take the call here. If we take the call, they could just call for Titan through our Inquisition. Yeah, I think I just take the Mind Sensor. They call for Primal Titan, and then we can hopefully we can Liliana plus them. Yeah, we need to take the Mind Sensor because it can technically shut off all of our lands, which is awkward. Bobble. I think I still cast this discard spell here. They're probably going to call for a Titan, and then we just take the path. Yep. And then we just hope we can Liliana plus the Titan away. Feel the dead's fine. So now we need to definitely draw a black source here, so we can Liliana plus. Field's fine. Yeah, we need to draw black source here. Liliana plus. Black source. Black source. Thank you. So this is very interesting because now we could Ashiok. So if we Ashiok, they sack Sakura Tribuilder, and then they can probably just play Titan. But then we just Liliana minus them. If we play Liliana plus, they discard the Temple Garden, and then they could theoretically Titan lose. So I think Ashiok kind of has a higher floor. I'm trying to figure if I want to minus here. Don't think I do. They have a lot of good goodies for the Tarmogoyf, so I'm just gonna leave it. Hopefully they Temple Garden. Oh, they're gonna up the last stone, sure. Hopefully they just play the Tarmogoyf, the Primeval Titan with this Temple Garden. Then we just plus, and then we minus the Liliana, and then we can play Tarmogoyf the following turn with Sword of Light and Shadow. We just need to draw lands at this point, so we can go like Tarmogoyf. So we go Liliana this next turn, Tarmogoyf, and then Sword plus. Wow, they are not. They're being very patient, which is very interesting. They're probably gonna tick this up, and then it's very smart of them. So probably tick this up. Yeah, so I think we're going to so they're gonna tick up the blast zone, and then their turn they're gonna crack it. So I don't want to walk into that. So I think I'm just gonna play the Goyf, get the clock down and pass. Yeah. Which is unfortunate because now they have Fielded out online. This is hard. They kind of have us in a bind. So now they get Field. That was so good. That was very, very good. So now we need an untap land for the sword. Hopefully they just crack this blast zone here. So us not taking this Ashok down was very good for us because it just means they need another attack in to kill it. Yep. Guess we just attack with this Tarmogoyf. I want them to crack this blast zone. To kill the Ashiok. And then we can equip this sword to the Batterskull. And I can see a line where they up this to 5 and then I'm sure they didn't cycle on their turn, to be honest. So I can see them popping this. Yeah. No Primeval Titan. No Eldamri's Call. One time. Ah, goodness. I mean, we're not dead. Damn. They're like drawing Primeval Titan like the just like the last possible moment. So we're still okay, honestly, because we can. That's fine. That's actually still fine too, because we can attack with this Germ token, and they have to chump with the Primeval Titan. Wow, that was even a better draw. So do I want to... So I'm going to go up to at least 17. 6 times, 8 times 2 is 16. So I'm not going to attack with this Tarmogoyf. I'm going to go 10, 16. this under the table. So we need to dodge a Dryad and we're okay. If they draw a Dryad, we're kind of screwed. I think I play the Sword Lion Shadow first, just to we gotta dodge a Dryad anyway. So I could see just playing the Sword of Feast and Famine and attacking, and then we just have a blocker for the Primeval Titan. And then if they draw a Knight of Autumn, then they kill the Batter Skull, and they'll probably just attack with the Primeval Titan. In which case we have the backup Sword Lion Shadow. So I think I want to play the Sword of Feast and Famine first. So this goes up to 16 life. And then we can block on the crackback. They get 8/16. Yeah, so I think we want to play this sword. We could also even like Liliana minus them too. Which actually might be fine. Just in case. Actually, I should have played the sword and equipped it to the germ. How's it going, Roundsley? It plays around path. But if I know about path, I could +2. So playing the sword actually might have been the better play and protect the germ token. Yep. So that's actually a big punt. But then again, I think they would have pathed the germ anyway. So I think actually they would have no, but then it would protect it. So like yeah, I think I should just play the sword and equip the germ. I think that was actually the better play. I should have equipped the sword. Okay. You can have all the field of dead tokens, opponent. You can have all the field of dead tokens. That means I also just don't have Dryad either. It was a very long game. Okay. We played against Bad Spirits, and I got distracted and punted, which is very annoying. This Goyf is still big, so I'll block. here and here. So they need double path. They need double path to beat this. Yes. That was a nail biter for sure. We should have won game. So like what happened was like I match one against I played against Spirits, and it was my turn 4 with 3 lands, and I had a Triome in hand, and then like one of my friends like challenged me, and I got distracted, and I just like passed turn. I could have played the Triome, and then the next turn on turn 5 I could have played double Goyf, and instead I could only play one because I had to play that Triome tapped. So that having that extra attacker meant they had to uh, leave another attacker back meant they had one less creature that was exactly lethal. So I literally would have won game 1 if I had just not been distracted and didn't play the Triome, and just played the Triome, and then it would force blocks. So like it's kind of frustrating that the result is a loss, but like I should have won that game. Then I lost game 2, so like we would see how the game goes. But just like you never know, right? It's very frustrating to just kind of get distracted like that. But we beat a bad matchup in Green White Titan. That was very, very good. Having double protection from swords is very nice. I think with the meta right now, honestly, I might just main deck the Sword of Light and Shadow or the Fire and Ice, to be honest. So. Again, thank you for the sub, Roundsy. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, and then I'm going to be right back. I'm going to resume the league. That's what I did as well. Yeah, I think it's just more appropriate for the meta. I would have won game 1 against Green White Titan if I had Light and Shadow in the main. I would have tutored for it, and they had a whole bunch of white creatures. They had Skyclip Apparition, and something else I don't remember. And that would have literally won me the game. Because like, I attacked through all the creatures, and then they drew Primeval Titan, and just Valakutted me to death. But Lingering Souls won me game 2. Lingering Souls was pretty good. I'm very happy about how Lingering Souls performed. So, trying to figure out if I'm going to play Windswept Heath or Marshblats first. Definitely going to get Fetch a Trime at the end of my opponent's turn. But it's like, do I want to hold up black mana for Fatal Push or green mana for Scavenging Ooze? I think I'm gonna hold up black mana for Fatal Push if I need to. This also conceals a lot of information. Not many decks play One-Shot Teeth. Search for Dema. Got it. So what you're saying is this Liliana is gonna have to take over the game. Discard spell off the top would be very good here. Yep, you're not wrong, Andrew. You're not wrong. What the hell? What the fuck? Search for tomorrow. Ghost Quarter. Basic Forest. Chalice of the Void. I think I'm still gonna Batter Skull here at end of turn. And then I could next turn flash sword in, equip it, attack, untap, and then play Liliana. I think that's just more mana efficient than getting the attacking with the extra plus on the Liliana. Plus, I don't really want to discard any of these cards, to be honest. This is very interesting. I don't know what we're up against. No, this is Blood Moon. I smell a Blood Moon. It's like prison. Turn Timber Symbiosis. The fuck are we playing against? This Karn? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? So is this Emrakul? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to figure out if we can sack enough permanents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we'd sack everything. Well, that's annoying. Because there goes our board. We're not dead. We're technically not dead. If we draw a white source here, we can play Stoneforge Mystic and then crawl out of this mess. Oh my god, what is... Okay. So now we need... I kind of just need another land. And then we can Liliana plus. Man, they just... Okay. Wow. This is... Primeval Titan. Land. This is turned out to be very unfortunate for us. Okay, let's see what they tutor for. Because we can just trophy the Titan. Oh, we can't trophy the Titan. I'm gonna see what they tutor for. This is like a fucking weird Chalice Primal Titan deck. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Titan through the breach. We needed the land for the Liliana. We could have been okay. Because we could just keep plussing. No, sure. You got me, opponent. Section. So it's like green red Titan. Oh, green red Titan, I guess. It's very weird. Don't think I want to keep it in these removal either. Like, I think I'd keep in like push for like Dryad and stuff. Maybe I still do. Maybe go like this. Growth of the Reach Titan, yeah. In which case, like, do I want Kaya's Guile? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I could also see like explosives coming in, just turn off Chalice instead of like the fatal pushes. It's kind of loose though, to be honest. What a deck. What a deck. Can't mulligan this. Portal mulligan to 6. They also have Simian Spirit Guide too. So like I kind of smell Blood Moon, but like I can't really play around it here. I could probably fetch Basic Force with this. Or Basic Swamp, I mean. But like that doesn't really accomplish anything. I'm not going to fetch here because I kind of want the third land. Come on, third land. Okay. Chalice on 1. Explore. You got it. Land. Okay. I think at this point you just need to get Liliana down and plus. I have the Lingering Souls to pitch to Liliana too. Which is pretty free. They have Bailoff. I'm pretty pissed. Oops, not that one. Which I mean, like maybe this card's just not worth bringing in. How about another land off the top? So we can go Souls plus Flash and Batter Skull. I can see them playing Blood Moon too, but that just shuts off Blast Zone. I use it on the Red Wine Prison deck at LGS. Oh, just for explosives? That makes sense, to be honest, Roundsley. That makes sense. Okay, it's not bad. Oh no. So now they're gonna have to pitch either one or the other. Which is good for us. So now they just have Through the Breach. So I'm gonna flash in the Batter Skull here. If they draw exactly Emerald Coil, that'll be pretty annoying. I think they have to tick this up, to be honest. Okay, so they're just gonna discard the Blast Zone, or the Through the Breach, which is good for us. Kind of want to just discard the ball, to be honest. Force them to take this up to 3. They're probably going to plan to use the Field of the Dead, in which case we can just ignore, thanks to this sword. So plus pitch through the breach. I'll probably keep the Liliana, to be honest. Okay. Just attack here. This has a lot going on, I agree. So now they're probably going to take this up to 3, which is fine with us. I'm probably going to crack it on their turn. They have to crack it on their turn. Otherwise, this is gonna be like the fastest ultimate I'm ever gonna do. They have to crack it, in which case we can just flash on the sword. They drew exactly Primeval Titan. Are you kidding me? Oh, Wormcoil Engine. Interesting. I think I'm gonna flash this in now. I think I'm gonna flash this in now. Do this. I'll put the blast in a different pile. Maybe just go like this, to be honest. You can see going like this too. So they keep Wormcoil. Because I kind of want to make them keep the one with the lands in it. We can kind of ignore Field of the Dead. Because I feel like if they do this, they're 2 lands off cracking this blast zone. So I kind of want to do this. And then we can just ignore Field of the Dead. But they also have Through the Breach mana. But then we have Liliana just keep plussing. So I kind of like this. That's true. So maybe we go like this. Like, would they keep this pile? I want them to not keep Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, they kind of can't. So then if they kept this, are we okay? Kind of don't want them to be so close to Blast Zone. I think we just have to do this. And then just dodge Prime Time at that point. And we just go like this. I think we just go like this. And I'll just pitch tokens here. Because I want them to get rid of the... So I can see them keeping this. But I can also see them keeping this too. Just fine. And then we just Liliana minus them again. Oh, sure. That is fine by me. The attack, I'm totally blocking. I think it's a good attack if they do. How's it going, Tiger Lily? Long time no chat with you. Hope you're doing well. Stoneforge Mystic. I'm gonna plus Liliana, pitch the Stoneforge Mystic, and then we can play Luris, and then we can eventually bring it back. So I'm gonna attack with this Batterskull here. Pretty easy trade on their end. They don't block. Nice. I don't have Damnation, but if you do exclamation deck list, you can see my deck list there. It's gonna plus. I can actually just see Flashing Back Lingering Souls here. Just to fly over this Death Touch token. I think I like that line better. So now they can cast Titan, which is again fine. Sweet. Because we could equip the Spirit here, attack, untap, play Luris, bring back Bauble, plus. It's a lot of pressure. So they are not running Blood Moon. They're not running Dryad. So I can see cutting these pushes. I can see bringing Empath in this matchup just because we saw Wurmcoil here. I can see Thrun being good just because you can safely equip it. And there's a little bit less Aether Gust in the meta too, so I can see that, honestly. Seems pretty good to me. Maybe we just want one Hex Drinker. I don't see the Lithiform Blights coming in. Just to turn off Feel the Dead. Maybe I want Explosives, actually. Kill Chalice and Zombie tokens. Maybe just one Explosives. Don't want to draw too many. We are the aggro deck. Do we want Kaya's Guile? I think we still do. Humans is okay. I think Humans is a decent matchup. I feel like it's just it's kind of play draw dependent. It depends on how many sweepers you draw. Like Explosives are very good against them. If you draw one of your Explosives against Humans, it's pretty good. They do have a wide variety of a curve. If you can go like discard, push something, and then just wipe the board with Explosives, and then bring it back with Luris, it's very good. It's kind of swingy. Like if they have a god hand, you just can't beat Humans. But like an average hand, it's probably even, and then it's kind of evenly spread, honestly. Like you probably have games where you just blow Humans out, and you probably have other games where like Humans blows you out, and there's a lot of games where it's even. It's a very swingy matchup, I believe. If they go wide and you can't deal with a go wide board, then you're kind of screwed, to be honest. So it just depends. I'm sure if I want Hex Drinker. I don't think I do. How do you discourage prowess decks? The matchup's fine, honestly. Ends up being just kind of like a mid-range mirror. It's like 50-50, I think. if they have like an aggro hand and you just and they go under you, that's unfortunate. But um, okay, I'll take that. I'm gonna bottle myself. I probably want a 2-drop here. Sword of Feast and Famine. I do not want that card. So I figure if I want to fetch a Swamp or Gauntlet Shrine. I think I just want Swamp, I think. Off chance I do play Blood Moon, which I doubt. Okay. Hopefully this Liliana takes over the game. Okay. They don't have any red sources for this Through the Breach, which is really funny. This Liliana might be just a little bit too slow. If they have exactly land plus Emrakul, we're kind of screwed. So they have Mountain. I really like Hextrinker, just because you can bring back Lurrus so efficiently. And then they have to kill the Lurrus, and then you have just like a mini Progenitus and Hextrinker. It's pretty good. Play land. So they're probably going to discard Force. I think we just need to get Liliana active. Probably discard Force here. Yeah. So next time I'm probably going to Liliana Plus and then Liliana Plus again. Hopefully they don't have anything. Hopefully they just go land go. We Liliana Plus, discard their one of the cards, and then Liliana Plus again. And the next turn we play Ashiok. We really need a turn 2 threat so we can get pressure on the board. Now we're just not really doing it. We're kind of just spinning our wheels here. They currently can't Titan with this mana. Oh, they drew Field of the Dead. That's unfortunate. No way. They literally had land plus. Oh my goodness. Like this play punishes us because we should have gone Ashiok first. But I don't think we can do that. I think we just need to pressure them with our hand. Unfortunate. I don't think we can win this now. Actually, if we draw Engineered Explosives, where are you attacking? I'm attacking Liliana. So if we draw Engineered Explosives, we actually have a chance because they have to sack the Primeval Titan. But then they just overrun us with Field of the Dead. God, Field of the Dead is just so broken. Oh, they return Timber Biosis? It's pretty good. I think we just play on though. We could draw Explosives. It's a 1-of. So we need explosives right now. Wow. So this deck just beats up on us, essentially. Got it. Understood. Unfortunate. That's annoying, because we should be 2-1. But what are you gonna do? I mean, we beat we beat one field of that deck. Can't be multiple. What are you gonna do? Oh, it was some weird like green red Titan deck with like Chalice of the Void. It's very interesting, to say the least. Another field attack. Guess we take Amulet here. Slows them down. We could also just take the Dryad. If we take the Amulet, they play the Tribe Scout off the Vestige. Yeah. I think the long-term game is we just have to take the Dryad here. Because we don't really have an answer for it. So I think I take the Dryad. This also grows a Torlife too. How's it going, Fluffy? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I'm probably gonna lose anyway, so it's not your fault. I won't put this. If I really lose this match, I won't blame you. How about that? I hope that's okay with you. Sure. Batter Skull. I think I just have to go aggro here and play Tarmogoyf. Fluffy does have some pretty interesting brews, that's to say the least. Opponent can T-West for Titan. Just awkward with Amulet. They just have a very Thoughtseize proof hand, because we need to deal with the Dryad too. I could also just see taking the Amulet, I guess, and just ignore the Dryad. But Explore. Fetch Stitch, yep. Another Titan. Or another Amulet, I mean. Results oriented, but that makes me feel better about not taking it with the sword or with the discard spell. But if they have another bounce land, they can Titan us, which is annoying. Oh crap! I wanted to play land. Gosh darn it. Siege, I know where it's right. That's unfortunate. Could have gotten a point in. sort of feast and famine. This is also really bad because now we can't flash plus equip. We really need they're just playing that. Interesting. I would think you'd want to hold that. Oh, and then you just tune for it. That makes sense. Yep, so they can just Titan now, which is very annoying. We're just going to concede. Can't beat that. No, of course, Fluffy. You can post whatever you'd like. Go for it. Cut the path. Cut the scoos. I think we can cut the X-Drinkers probably. Excuse me. I can see Liliana coming in too, but... Or, I mean, Lingering Soul's coming in too, but... I think it's specifically against Amulet Titan. I think we can just not... Need a black source here off the top. But we have double discard spell. It's pretty decent. We don't have anything worthwhile. Yikes. I think we just have to take the top end. They get to ramp though. We could take the scout. And then we get Thoughtseize away. So we could take the scout and then they can't really play the pack, then we can play Ashiok. It turns off their tutor. I think that might just be the better play actually. Knowing that we have Ashiok. Slows them down. We just need to draw another black source. This is very entirely dependent on us drawing a black source, which we do not. So here I'm just going to take Primeval Titan, Beast Within. Take the Titan here. Black source, please. We need a black source. Black source. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I don't think I take Beast because we're in the long game here. Oh no. Okay. I think it's fine. Because like we need to find a way to beat a Primeval Titan too. So they get packed in response. So we need to play Ashiok here. Dang, that tap line really screwed us up. All we can really do is hope they play their lands out. Beast Within or Ashiok, and then we can Liliana plus. Okay. Discard the Batter Skull here. They're going to be able to Beast Within the Ashiok and then Titan us, which is unfortunate, but don't think we can do anything about that. I think maybe you're right, Fluffy. Maybe it is correct just to Trophy the Ashiok. Or take the Beast Within, because they're going to Beast Within the Ashiok. I mean, at that point, maybe it was correct just to take the pack plus Titan. I just can't dodge these field decks online, which is annoying. You're just going to concede. Maybe it was correct just to take the top end spells. Unfortunate. We just played Bant Spirits and then 3 Field the Dead decks, which is absurd. Should be 2-2 if it wasn't for the punt. I mean, Abzan is just really subpar, to be honest. Especially with the Field of the deck. Field of the Dead, like, I'm just doing it just because it's fun. Like, it's just my favorite archetype, and I don't think it's good. It's definitely fun, but I don't think it's good. So, from Logan to 5. Like, it's fine. Like, it's not. Like, I felt like if I didn't just throw away game like my first match, like I would be 2-2 and would be fine. Lucas League would be not such a train wreck, and then we're just playing 3 bad matchups and we beat one of them. So we're just against Ponza. Sure. So I'm gonna hold this fetch just so I don't get pillaged. They kept a 1-lander. Interesting. Batterskull. Don't think I want that. Excuse me. I think I'm going to play this Tarmogoyf, and then next turn we can go Stoneforge Mystic plus Hex Drinker. It is, Tigerlid, to answer your question, it is kind of like an aggro versus mid-range mirror, but at the same time it's like the soul of their deck is a mid-range deck. It's just they're just lower to the ground than us, so they obviously it feels like they're aggro. But that doesn't mean that they in the matchup you would say they're the aggro deck in the matchup. But you should approach the match as a mid-range mirror. Just because they are lower to the ground doesn't mean that you you kind of want to keep in the Inquisitions, but not the Thoughtseizes, to kind of treat them as an aggro deck. But at the same time, you don't want to board in like Ashocks, for example, just because you want all your cards to be live. So that's kind of what I mean. For the explosives, I mean, Grim Flares are fine. I know you're on a little bit of budget, and Grim Flares are fine. Like there's gonna be spots where Grim Flare is better than Tarmogoyf, and there's gonna be spots where Tarmogoyf is gonna be way better than Grim Flare. Like Grim Flare dies to Bolt, but in that situation, Goyf is not gonna die to Bolt more often than not. More often than not, getting that attack in with Grim Flare and the trample is gonna matter a lot, especially against field deck. So like, it's a give and take, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna board out the Leonas on the draw. Go from there. Yeah, I mean, it's again, it's just they have pros and cons. Um, this hand I'm going to mulligan, I think. They need exactly turn 1 Arbor for this hand to be good. This hand's a lot better. We go just turn 1 discard spell, turn 2 Tarmogoyf. So they have turn 1 Arbor. So Kyle's Guile is good against anything with yard hate, life gain, mid-range mirrors. It's kind of multi-purpose, to be honest. Take the Spiral because they have 2 Clothis. Hopefully they don't draw Pillage. They drew Basic Mountain. Thanks for revealing that. So I'm going to play Clothis. Yes, I understand. So in this scenario, you can argue if our opponent doesn't top deck Bolt, that that Grimflayer is going to be better. Actually, it doesn't matter. They're going to eat something with this Clothis. Clothis is very annoying. Trophy. I'm gonna not attack, and then they're forced to eat that Seasoned Pyromancer, which is gonna be absolutely funny. So then they can't get any value out of it. Hopefully they don't draw Pillage. It's not a May. So, and they can't exile it in response. Unless they have a Bolt. Oh, they already targeted with Clothis, which is funny. So... So they have Clothis 2 unknown. Oh no. Okay, that's actually fine. Because we just use this Tarmogoyf. It's annoying, but we're not. This deck is so annoying. Can't draw basics to play around it. Oh shit, I wanted to crack this first. Oh, Veil of Summer, that's good to know. That was like unnecessary, but it's not gonna matter, I think. We need to draw like basic into basic. I don't think we're gonna win this game. We can't cast anything. I'm just gonna gain life off Clothis. Let's just concede. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they draw anything, the Clothis is alive, we're just dead. Yeah, we just need to draw. Fetch us early. What are you gonna do? I don't think I want to change anything. Again, this is a lot better on the. This matchup's a lot easier on the play. The fact that we stole game 1 is huge. Their deck is also a deck that needs the mulligan kind of aggressively because they can just have a slower hand, but they should keep slower hands against us. It's just funny because when I stream and play against 4 bad matchups at this point, which is kind of frustrating. We beat one bad matchup though. We beat Titan, Green White Titan. Lost to our good matchup in Spirits. I guess it's kind of slightly, very slightly favorable, I guess, against Spirits. I would like to go first. Good hand. Then go Thoughtseize. This is a very bad matchup because Cloth, like if they resolve a Clothis, we are kind of SOL to be honest. They just go bigger against us. They have turn 2 Pillage. I think we can ignore the Pillage and we just take the Clothis. They go turn 1 Sprawl, we go Goyf. They can pillage us. But then they're on the back foot. So now it's going to 4-5. And they are under heavy pressure. So they can pillage us, which is fine. Oh, they drew basic force. Thanks for that though. So this is a game where we can steal here. Oh, especially the other Goyf. That's fantastic. Because if they pillage us, like I don't care. They can. We just play another Goyf. Like them spending a turn pillaging us doesn't do anything. Like they kind of need a relic. To really slow us down. But like whatever. And if they sprawl on the double sprawl in the forest, I can see trophying that forest too. They're not gonna sprawl. Interesting. Okay. So I'm gonna attack. Do I want to lose to Blood Moon? Probably not. So I'm just gonna attack. Fetch basic swamp. Yeah, Tarmogoyf. So now they are under a lot of pressure. We have a 2-turn clock from this point. We have trophy for like a Gargaroth, worst case scenario. Glory Bringer doesn't do anything. Again, they kind of need Relic plus like Anger to really recover from this. This is a matchup where like if we can get a Tarmogoyf under them, like we are pretty golden. Probably Bloodbraid Elf here. They're not playing a Sprawl. Interesting. Ugh. That is how they can recover. They discard Veil of Summer. So pretty easy attack. And then if they try to do some multiple blocks, we have push. Okay. I'll play this. So if they Blood Moon us, we still have mana to trophy it if need be. But we don't really need to. Oh, another Bloodbraid Elf. Again, that's fine. we can kind of ignore it, to be honest. Another push. No way to trigger Revolt, though, which is awkward. We need to draw a bauble just so we can kill these. Oh my goodness. Attack with everything. Attack with everything. Be mad at magic. Thank you. Push this, trophy this, game over. Push this. Trophy this. Double Goyf getting in there. And this is what matchups are like. Tarmogoyf does pull weight more than a Grimflare, in my opinion. That extra damage does a lot of work here. So 2-3. Kind of want to count this as a 3-2 because we should have won the first match if it wasn't for just a stupid pump being distracted by the stream. But we faced 4 bad matchups and we won half of them, which is pretty decent. I think we just take that, right? Pawns is a bad matchup, 3 fields. I mean, I think just that list just feels better than the black weight version. I'm definitely looking forward to running this back too. I think the thing about it is I want to see if. So this is a list that I ran again today. The thing about it though is like I have the 3rd Ashiok here, and that could really be anything. I guess we just need an answer to the field of that, to be honest. Honestly, is something like honestly, is something like this too much? Like, just screw Field of the Dead. I might just play this next stream. I think my next stream is going to be on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. Follow me on Twitter for the up-to-date stream. But I might just play this as the extra spice. I mean, this was from Pioneer when against Field of the Dead, you just play this. Almost done. 5 minutes. I might just play this in the sideboard just because I hate Field of the Dead that much. As just because it's like I feel like it's just better than Ashiok. I don't know. Maybe Ashiok's just better against Euro piles and stuff. But it does make me think I want this card as much as I hate Field of the Dead so much. Again, it's looking at the results at 2-3. It's kind of frustrating. Can't shake off 2-3 off stream on stream, but like off stream, I played this exact list and went 4-1. I had a Gaddock instead of the 3rd Ashiok. Continued Priest doesn't stop tokens. Is there a Continued Priest for tokens? I don't think so. So I think Virulent Plague is better if you kind of want to go that route. Just because if there are any zombies, you can just like flash it. It might be just better than Engineer Explosives, and on that token, maybe Engineer Explosives is just better than Virulent Plague. So yeah, I think it's tough to say, to be honest. But yeah, again, I think my next stream is going to be on Tuesday. So if you guys want to support the channel, you guys can follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/KDamage if you're watching this on YouTube. If you guys are watching this on Twitch and you guys want to look at my old Abzan content, you guys can look at my old YouTube streams, youtube.com/KODiamonds, and then you guys can follow me on Twitter for more up-to-date stream times. Other than that, I'm gonna do a raid. Please hang in there. I'm going to follow the raid. Yep. No, thank you for joining in, Rounds. I really appreciate you for the sub again. Really, really appreciate it. Again, unfortunate about the result, but again, like I think we had the second match. Honestly, I think we did. Sorry, the first match. It's just unfortunate that we just got distracted. This happens when you stream and play at the same time. Other than that, I'm going to raid Basic Land Shark. He's been hosting me. I want to spread the love. He's hosted me at least 3 times in the past like 2 weeks, so he's been a very avid supporter of the channel. So please hang in there if you guys are still watching. Please follow the raid so you guys can tune into Basic Land Shark. He is very nice. He's a great person, great streamer. So yes, again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in, and catch you guys next time. Bye.